Hi, this is Brian, and I'm still working on my app called CodeCaster. This is a way for me to increase student engagement in the classroom in my programming classes. This is where we're at with the app right now. I've got the student view. I've got two students. I've got Max. So this is Max here. We've got Homer down here. They're both connected, and one of the things that this thing has is a chat system. So Max can say hi everyone, and then everyone will see that, and then Homer can say hi there. And so we all see that, and that's a nice little chat, and I as the teacher in the classroom can say, everyone ready? And everyone can be ready to go. And then what I can do is I can paste in some code from somewhere, and I can say, okay, let's fix this code up. And what are the things that we need to do to fix this code? So what I can do is I can push in the send code to students button, and now all the students that are connected have the code in their code editor, and they can now proceed to fix up the code. And so Max up here, he might realize that the Z here needs to be a string instead, so he notices that that's a problem. He also probably notices that there's a missing semicolon, and so he can then just do document write x plus y plus z, and then he can say ask for help, and then I notice over on my screen I actually have a help request from Max, and we'll address that in a second. So let's look at Homer here. Homer looks like he's hopelessly lost, so let's just do alert x plus y plus z. He'll leave the semicolon off, and he's also hopelessly lost, so he's going to ask for help too. So I have two help requests now from students, and I can address these help requests. I click on the help request over here, and it'll expand the help request down. I'm not quite done with the user interface for this yet, but I'll get to it. But at least I can see the code that he has here, and I can say, this looks great, and then I can send him a message saying this looks great. And he can then dismiss that. He knows he's on the right track. And then for Homer's request, we can take a look at this and say, well, let's give him some help here. Let's say, okay, it needs to be 45. This needs to be a string. We can put on his missing semicolon. We can say probably should use document write instead. So we can just change that here. So we got that, and then I can give him a nice message. Lots of things to fix. See the code. And so when I send the fixes over to him, now he's got the code here in the window, and he can see it. And again, I'll have to fix up the interface so it all shows. But the nice thing is that he can then copy this right into his editor, so he gets the fixes now, and it's easier for him to keep up and catch up. So that's where I'm at right now. I've got a lot more work to do, but this has been quite an interesting experience, and I can't wait to try this out in the class.